Our second video of the day. So what am I going to talk about? Call of Duty Vanguard Season 2. This may be the last time I talk about a season because, the theme revolves around disappointment. Once again, I am disappointed. I am let down. This has been the most laziest, crappiest Call of Duty ever. It's definitely the worst Call of Duty I've ever played. I'd rather play Infinite Warfare. I've had more fun with Infinite Warfare. In fact, ever since Vanguard came out, I have not had fun at all. And somehow they managed to make things even worse. They fixed some of the little issues, like little glitches and things that were, happening, but big stuff still runs rapid. And somehow things got worse. How you do that, right? It seems they made skill-based matchmaking on high. Since I've had this every match, back to back so many times, it just seems like I'm not getting new lobbies. I'm just getting put into a game on the losing team, just back to back to back to back to back. I've jumped out of so many games that ain't funny. My percentage of wins and losses have taken definitely a hit because of it. In season 2, season 1, even though it was broken, I could still play it. There's guns I still could choose and get some kind of something out of it. But somehow, I don't know if they nerfed off everything, but all my listings I had, the guns just don't feel good no more. It don't feel natural. It's just, I don't know. I know the hit detection is trash still, because now I'm getting one-shotted by freaking the light machine guns. The assault one, just one shots. Usually it'd be like instead of pa one shot. It's trash. I'm not happy about this. They knew this was a terrible game, a broken game. They even admitted it not too long ago that this game was broken beyond repair. It can't be fixed because the main source code. So I feel like they should refund us for it. If Cyberpunk refunded, they should refund it. People are trying to get Battlefield to refund it. This is hands down the worst Call of Duty I've ever played. Ever. And I played them all, that PS3, PlayStation, the main ones. I ain't played like the little spin-offs on other things like, say, Nintendo DS, Nintendo's Wii, I ain't played those type. Engage, no. But this makes no sense for how bad it is. Once again, we got 3 new operators. One is for Battle Pass. The other is hidden behind, you guessed it, downloadable, paid for content. And of course, the third one will become available till Reloaded or near the end of the season, and then, you guessed it, still paid DLC. That is the crappiest thing. Remember when you could just unlock the operators that you didn't have by doing some kind of achievement? Remember that? You didn't have to buy them. This is more than just a cash cow. This whole game was revolved around paid DLC, bundles, and Warzone. This is the most trash game I've ever played. Of a first person shooter also. Everything just don't feel natural, it don't feel good. Why would you want to play something that has no skills, no challenge, no nothing? Because it's been rigged. Skill-based matchmaking, there's so many versions of it that, going at the same time, it breaks everything. They have full control to nerf you. They can nerf your weapons. They can change your health down. That's bad. And you get boost if you buy the paid DLC for 2-3 matches, and then you gotta rebuy something else to do it again. That's trash. When the game stops being for the fans, giving you the fanfare and give the creative activities for the developers, as in having free control over what they make, give you new experiences, new stuff. This is what happens. This game should have never came out. And I'm pretty disappointed in Tom Henderson because whenever he first said it, this game was terrible, broken for the longest. Each and every time something was bad about it. And then when the game was about to come out, he changed up. He didn't no longer say it. He was like, "Oh, this game looks good. Fire looks great." Remember that? He knew it was a trash game. Maybe he got paid to give something good, to say, try to salvage it. But this game should have never came out. Zombies is probably the only thing that got like a real good update, but still, it's they could have done better. Just say this ain't zombies. This is more of a expanded onslaught, and just give it everything more on the drop. They've held back on a lot of stuff just to make DLC for next seasons, and when you do that, this is the link that we've complained about. This so much Destiny and all that about stuff we can't get to because they're locked behind DLC. And here's the biggest prime example. And they don't care. They do not care about this game. They gave up. Season 2 is trash. The one thing I hated the most about the Modern Warfare 2019 was people just waiting for you to come to them, and they just find a little post and wait. The little sorry type of camping, and that's what's happening here now. People's just waiting in the back just for you to come to them, because they know you're going to keep coming and coming and coming, and you're going to get killed to respawn at the same point over and over and over again. I keep getting the same maps. I mean, majority of the maps I just don't look forward to. I see that like, oh no. I think the only real maps I like is Dome from World War II. Well, not World War II, but World at War. A few other things, but I mean, like, it's just like even those are becoming dreaded because people are now taking advantage of. Okay, this is where I'm gonna be at. Let's post up because all I need is a gun that has a great accuracy. I mean, even the fast rate the light machine guns are losing. That makes no sense of that happening. That always been the pinnacle. If you had a fire rate, you always won the match. Not this time, because everything is just nerfed. Everything is freaking set against you. I mean, who wants to play that? I don't feel achieved. I don't feel like I've ever had fun with this game ever. And I've always defended Call of Duty. Even the ones that just weren't that good. Either the campaign was good or the multiplayer just sucked, or vice versa. Whatever the case may be, there was always something that was better than the rest. If that Call of Duty wasn't that great. I enjoyed Ghost for the multiplayer. I adored it. Some of the campaigns still look pretty cool, but some of it wasn't on the mark. You can tell what they really took the time out on that. But I adored Ghosts. World War II started out as the worst Call of Duty I ever played until they got new developers, and it became one. It was fun. I enjoyed. I played that for the rest of the duration. I missed like maybe 2 campaign parts. And but the rest I stayed on. I think Blitzkrieg was the one I missed and something else, but the rest I stayed for, and I adored that too. The fact of the matter is, Vanguard really sucked because they put it on the engine of the Modern Warfare, and that was made for modern shooters, okay? Not for World War II to be put on it. It's too fast paced. You get to the other side of the map way quicker than any Call of Duty ever. Even Advanced Warfare, which was one of the issues with Advanced Warfare, but this, you just run to get killed. I mean, you just run. You might as well just have a fly swatter, and every time you get to a point, you get swatted. I'm not having fun. The only thing this game about is the calling cards. Another season, new calling cards, but you still don't feel achieved. You just like, okay, whatever. I'll lock it, and it feels more of a chore than having fun and achieving and wanting to unlock these things. Everything's a chore. I went ahead and bought the season pass because I bought a skin I wanted. These things are expensive. I mean, like, everything good about this game is hidden behind bundles. You gotta pay for it. Operators, guns, and they won't let you just pick one thing. You gotta buy like a whole set, and that can be $15, $20 for the good stuff. And all you wanted was just one outfit or one weapon. The operators, it'd been nice if they had their own little emotions, their own feelings. They played differently. Kind of like Black Ops 3. These operators were different. They had their own set skills and stuff, their own feels. They felt unique. Here, everybody feels like one person, just with a different skin on. Remember when you could customize and make your own Call of Duty character? It wasn't the best customization, but I mean, you could make your own character at least. That's what this should have been. Here, there's no fanfare. All they care about is you coming out the pockets for everything. Bundles, DLC. When they take more time for the bundles than the actual game, you know it sucks. Here we have Attack of Titan, two different things. People really didn't care about Aaron, that looked trash, but they came out with the Titan this time, and you can see a lot of people bought it, because that's the one thing that looks better than the whole game. And even that looks kind of trashy. I mean, even the Titan looked kind of crappy, but still people got it because that's probably the best thing out this whole game. Hit detection sucks. I mean, when aim assist works best on PC when they already have the advantage of better aiming with the mouse and keyboard, it makes no sense. Because the skill-based matchmaking destroys the aim assist on consoles. I mean, how is it that the past Call of Duty games that was just not crossplay were better than the games with the crossplay? That makes no sense. You would think they nerfed the PC players. No, they nerfed us, the console players. And I tested it on PC. I have better aim assist on controller, that is, not on the mouse and thing, but on the controller, the aim assist is a lot better. And how do I say it? Is when you lock on to people. Even when they move past you, it locks on to them. While on the consoles, you don't lock on. You be all over the place trying to shoot them. But like I said, even with that gun, the hit detection's bad. Even with that gun, it don't matter what gun you have, people can just kill you just like instantly. Just everything about this game is pretty bad when it's controlled by them. There's no sort of freedom when you can be nerfed, your health be lowered, your weapon power be nerfed. I mean, it's bad. And even the weapons that I did enjoy beforehand, just leveling it up and saying getting to a point and be like, oh man, this is pretty good. I can at least run with this for a little bit. And they nerfed that down to a point you don't even want to play it. NC is still probably the best weapon I played with. It got more better accuracy than most. And you can have a decent fire rate on it. But everything else I had, now they finally nerfed the shotgun. I wasn't too much of a shotgun person, but I knew that was overpowered. So finally people's like, well, that's the only thing we have fun with. What's the point of playing? Clans is the most no reason to. Why is there clans for? If there's nothing to take advantage of clans. What is it there for? Just to have the little wrap around over your calling card? What is that? I don't feel nothing in this game you feel achieved about. This game should have never came out. They said if they ever made a game that just didn't sell or didn't do well, they would put out Modern Warfare 2 remastered multiplayer or Modern Warfare 3. What happened to that? Even they lied about that. This whole game is about gimmicks. Remember authentic World War II setting. Here we have Attack on Titan. I don't remember no Titans or any of this stuff in World War II. And finally they got a gun that shoots like a laser. Yikes. Just everything is yikes about this game. Even this new stuff they add is trash. 2 new maps. And guess what? This map should have been in there. Remember the 20 plus maps they hyped like a gimmick? This is the new gimmick. 20 some maps. And guess what? A lot of the maps weren't even out yet. The 2 new maps we have, Casablanca and whatever, that's originally part of the maps they said was going to come out on day 1. And still there's 3 or 4 maps that still haven't been put out yet. That tells you how bad this game is. I just have zero fun. I mean, hopefully next year Call of Duty will be some kind of fun. I just want to have fun and feel achieved, something that's for us, not for them. Not for Bobby to collect his money, If the game is fun, I can enjoy it. Cold War is pretty decent, I have fun now and then, I rather wish they put 2 years on that, And Vanguard was just trash. I have nothing good to say about Vanguard, you know? I mean, what is that? I took the time to unlock most of the calling cards I could, you know, with the challenges. Even the season one, I completed on both the zombies and for campaign, not campaign, but multiplayer. And I'm just not happy. Not once did I feel like I achieved anything really, you know. I think the only thing it was the zombies one where they have the two dinosaurs and one of them is a zombie, and the zombie things I'm running by it. That's probably the only calling card I feel like that was decent, and I still just don't feel happy about it. When you got a campaign and it's not really a campaign, but even that feels like it's revolved around Warzone with the operators. You just have a sense of disappointment. This game is just what in the world? And even Warzone is pretty bad. Even with the new 4 or 5 places to go to, it still sucks. I'm not happy with it. Already people just saying, well, where's Warzone 2? Just drop that. I'm still saying, give us Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. You know, the remake, or excuse me, remaster multiplayer, or Modern Warfare 3. I'd rather play those than this. They could have brought back World at War remastered, and I'd rather play that. This game was completely useless. I want my money back. I went ahead and bought season 2, and I just feel disappointed. I feel like everything is just, I'm not ooh and ah. Everything's just like, okay, here's some stuff within your new operator. Just the one operator you get, and it's just basic. Nothing in there do I feel like, oh boy, I gotta get that. I wasted money. I want my $10 back. This game is just bad, horribly bad, and it's just got worse. How do you try to fix things and make things worse? I really wanted the best out of this. When most of my clan members haven't stopped coming back, and I'm the only one that there, it's no point into it. I'm going to lobbies that's just already at losing. They put you with the losing team. That's not. I mean, like you're 23 and they're already at 96. The game about to end. I mean, what's the point of that? Why is the lobby such trash? Because they got the skill-based matchmaking at the highest peak. Amethyst don't work. There's so much negative stuff going for this game. There's so much broken stuff. They can't fix it, and they admitted this game is broken. This game has no hope. We could be at season 4 or 5, and I still feel the same that's going to happen, man. But season 2 was a real letdown. There's nothing in here. I feel good. Casablanca is probably the best a new map we've had in a while. But I mean, it's not really new, but I mean, it's something decent because it's open. It's more open and it's bigger than most. You know, you can go around different places on the second stories of these buildings, and just more than what the other maps have. You know, so it don't feel like you got to the other side of the map just that fast. But still, when you got people who just waiting for you to come to them, it defeats the purpose of this new map. You know, I don't feel happy. I'm not satisfied. I'm dreading these so many maps. You know, and just this game is hands down the worst Call of Duty ever. There's literally not one mode in here that's worthwhile. No zombies, no campaign, and even the campaign was a little decent, but I mean that was gimmick too. Remember parkour, and then we found out it was the little portions that just wasn't worth it. Yeah, we were let down. Luckily, 2023, new hands. They just gonna go ahead and delay it for 1 year, so it's coming out in 2024 now. They taking an extra year. Hopefully, they can come back to what it used to be. Give them the free creativity. Don't just fucking go to Bobby and be like, okay, I want this. Let's revolve it around that, and just not put any effort in anything else. This game has not felt evolved in a long time. Stop rushing things just for a cash grab. And I mean, it's sad to see the franchise come to the lowest peak. But that's all I have to say. I'm not going bad with it. I mean, you know what's wrong with the game. You know what's sad, and they just don't care. This is a dead game in my book, you know. So go ahead, leave some likes, some comments. Definitely hit that bell to subscribe. And always enjoy.